Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Joy of Sticks. Stickhead here with your Atari ST gaming channel. Now today's video is a package fest. I have an absolute wodge of new packages to open. I say new, I've actually had some of these months and not opened them, just waiting for the opportunity to film myself opening them so I could share them with you guys. See, it's dedication that is. Right, I've got my unpacking shears, I've got my unpacking juice, and let's go, shall we? Alright, now as I say, it's been quite a long time since I've ordered some of these, so I've actually forgotten what I've got. So now I'm going to endeavour not to show any addresses. I've probably managed to do that already, so I'll be back in editing these after. So let's have a look here. This first one. Now some of these might actually not be ST related, for all I know, but we'll have a look anyway. Here we go. First one. Oh, I was really chuffed to win this auction. This is absolutely one of my all-time favourite games on the Atari ST. It's Super Sprint. It's a plastic case, so it's always going to be in much better condition than the cardboard games, which is nice. Obviously the case is a bit scratched up, but it's not broken, so that's lovely. A little look inside. There's the disc. I've got it upside down, haven't I? There we go. Converted by Electric Dreams, and it's an absolute cracking conversion. Absolutely cracking. What have we got inside? Let's have a little look. It's an instruction manual. And what's this? A little cheap looking addendum. What does it say? The game will not auto boot. Double click on Super Tutos. Oh, fantastic. So there we go. That's where did it come in my? Because recently I did film my top 10 Atari ST games. Where did Super Sprint come? Was it number 3? Oh well, you'll have to check out my channel to have a look to see where that comes. Because obviously, like anyone's favourites, they tend to fluctuate, don't they? I think it was about number 3. Right, package number 2. Now, I'm not sure how I feel about packages like this, where they're just wrapped in paper. I prefer some kind of bubble wrap or something to keep things from getting too damaged. Let's have a little look in there. It is Defender 2, which is of personal significance to me because the person who coded this was Jeff Minter, an absolutely huge fan of Defender and all the Eugene Jarvis arcade games. He has done this game more than justice. You actually control the game on the by the mouse, which is really nice because I find that the mechanic of pressing back to turn the ship around doesn't quite work as well as on the arcade, where you've got a separate button to reverse direction. So it works much better on the mouse. I find it that way anyway, and of course you can zip around with the analog control. So let's have a closer look at the box. It's not in great condition, to be honest. You can see that more from the back look. Things are coming apart a little bit, but you don't see many of these knocking around, so it's nice to have one. And if I do see it in better condition, I can grab it. There's the disc. Make sure you hit the right way around. And it's standard, and there's a nice poster in here. I think this is some kind of instructions on one side, and then a nice poster on the other, which is nice. Now, if my wife let me, I would frame these posters and display them somewhere. But both my inner magpie and my wife disagree with me on that one. Okay, package number 3, let's have a look what's in here. Now Defender 2 I haven't played that much, to be honest. It's more Llamatron that I love on the ST out of all of Jeff Minter's games. But just recently, I don't know, last 2 years maybe, he's been coding games for mobile devices mostly iOS. I have an iPad, so I've been grabbing hold of pretty much all of those that he's released, and they are absolutely fantastic. He's really captured that kind of old school Williams arcade feel in a lot of those games. So I would highly recommend you go and check those out if you've got an iOS device. I think he's released a couple for Android too. Okay, next one is Populous: The Promised Lands. Now this is, I don't know how well you can see that on the back now, make sure it's not reflecting the light. It's an expansion disc for Populous. Now I do have the original Populous, so somehow, I imagine from within a menu in the game, you can load, now as far as I'm aware, they're just skins of the level basically. They're just scenery discs as far as I'm concerned. I don't know if there's actually new levels to play. It just makes the game look different. So you've got a bit of a Wild West scenario here. You can see the American flag is in this wooden fort. What else have we got? Some kind of futuristic alien-infested land here. This is some kind of Gallic French Revolution theme here. You see the guillotine. I'd imagine that's in place of one of the Ankh. And as far as I can see, that's a Lego world. Not a great screenshot to show it off, to be honest. But all the buildings look like they're made out of Lego, and the ground itself looks like it's made out of Lego. So that's pretty cool. There you go. And again, that's I can't open it. Oh, that's a funky way of opening that. It's Electronic Arts going their own way with their own cases. Very nice. Oh, this is cool. The person who sent it to me took time to put the disc in bubble wrap. It's very nice of him. Or her. Might be a lady. And there we go, there's the disc. Fantastic. Nice to have that. I'm a big fan of Populous. Never really played with this expansion pack before, so I shall give that a go. Who knows, there might be new gods to battle against, new worlds to explore, new missions, new campaign mode or something. I'll have to wait and see. Okay, package number 4. Be careful how I open this, because this seems like it's 2 bits of cardboard sellotaped together. Here we go. Okay. Oh. And we're open. Ish. Right, here we go. Now this I got dirt cheap. Absolute bargain basement stuff. It is Plutos. Now I was just talking about Jeff Minter. He's released a game on iOS called Super Ox Wars, which is, I think it takes a lot of its inspiration from this. It's just basically a really simple vertical shoot 'em up, and I like its simplicity, to be honest. I mean, shoot 'em ups towards the end of the 90s and up to this day really all try and outdo themselves with varieties of game modes and ways to score combos and power up, and this takes it right back to basics. Just you flying up the screen shooting stuff, and I appreciate it for that. So there's the disc, held in place nicely by a plastic holder, and some instructions inside of the sleeve. Nice. Again, it's a plastic case, so it has aged better than a lot of the cardboard. It is a bit scratched and tarnished, but better that than bits of mouldy cardboard falling off. There we go, so that's Plutos. Right, what do we got next? Let's cover up his address. There's another one. Where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, package number 5. Let's see what this bad boy is. Ah, yeah. Now this is not a great game by any means, but it does have personal significance to me. Now, if you've not heard me talk about my core collection before, that's what it is. It's games that have some kind of connection to me. It might be that the game is just brilliant and I want to own it. It might be that, in like the case of this, it's not a great game, but it's actually a game I played quite a lot and really enjoyed when I was younger. It might be a game that's somehow historically significant, or a game that's generally agreed to be a classic. But yeah, in the case of this one, it's an alright game, it's not terrible, but I played it for hours and hours and hours on end. Mainly because I was of that age where supercars have that kind of allure. Yeah, what car is that you drive in this? Obviously it's not official, so it doesn't look quite right, but it's a Ferrari F40, I believe. Absolutely beautiful car. And a bit like Defender 2, actually. It was quite unusual in that you control it with the mouse. So most people I knew just couldn't get on with the game at all, because it was really sensitive and quite hard to drive. And you actually had to brake, which is unusual for these kind of arcade games. But yeah, basically you're on the run from the law and you're driving through all these different sceneries, and the cops try and catch you up and ram you off the road. And that's about it, really. Yeah, that really is about it. There's not much else to the game, but for some reason it just, you know, maybe it was the mouse control, maybe it was the car, maybe it was the sense of speed, I don't know, but maybe it was a combination of all of these things for some reason. Captured my... This is an interesting gatefold type box. You say it's interesting, but it's probably not really interesting, is it? Interesting to me. We got an instruction booklet. It's hard to imagine how they actually managed to fill up 8 pages with instructions for this incredibly simple game, but there you go. Titus, not really renowned for their great games, are they? But there you go. And Entertainment International reply card. What? Look at this. What kind of game would you like Titus to create for you? Try a good one. No, not Titus the Fox. Okay, let's cover up that address. We've got another one. I keep losing count. Where are we up to now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Package number 6. Now this is well packaged, right? This is what I'm talking about. Just, I mean, oh, I'm showing off their address. Let's hope that didn't show up. An absolute beast of a package. Just, I can't even get into the thing, let alone damage it. Right, I'm in. Sort of. Oh my word. It's like Fort Knox. Never mind unpacking shears, you don't need a chainsaw or something to get into this. I appreciate that, whoever sent me this one. Look at this, look, I've only just managed to get into... Got the paper. This is a seriously well protected game. Absolutely fantastic. If only more eBayers were like this. It's obviously someone who knows what us game collectors are like. Now saying that, I've mentioned in past videos that I'm not really that bothered about the condition of the game. You know, I've kind of said, if I see one that's a better condition, I might buy it. But actually, just recently, when I've been looking on eBay, I've actually really started to look at the condition of the games. I've caught some sort of buff. Look at this, like inside the cardboard. There is bubble wrap. Absolutely fantastic, bless them. Right, let's get in the bubble wrap now, shall we? I'm doing half an hour video just getting into one game. Yeah, so what was I saying? I have actually been looking at the condition of the game a lot more. And I've been put off buying a few things because of the condition not looking so good. So perhaps this is something that just afflicts collectors over time. They become more and more fussy as time goes on. I hope I don't become too fussy because it's hard to find these cardboard games, cardboard boxed games in good condition, but this one actually is in very nice condition. Now if you watched a video of mine, well, I did two this week and last week, you'll have seen me playing this. This is an absolute cracker of a game. I've never owned an original, so this is really nice to have. It's quite an attractive box actually. Very nice. And as you can see, the condition here is really nice. I mean, the corners are usually the telltale, and there's obviously there's a little bit of wear where it's been taken on and off shelves and things, but that is nice. There's the back. So yeah, this is the game that started the series that has ended up with the latest debacle regarding DRM and EA rather, seemingly determined to stop their legitimate customers from playing the game. Ridiculous. I just find it really bizarre because the pirates will find a way around the DRM. So it'll just end up being people who've got a hold of a pirated copy that can play the game without any of this hassle. It just seems completely backwards to punish your legitimate customers. I don't know, and is piracy really that bad? As it seems to me, if you look back in history, the most pirated machines were the most successful. So, is piracy? This is a massive manual. Look at the size of that. And I was expecting lots of different languages. No. Very comprehensive. Nice. And all in lovely condition as well, so I'm really chuffed with that. So yeah, I don't know, you look at it, you think the PlayStation was pirated to hell and back. And did that stop it from making billions and billions for Sony? No. Right, last one. It's a big one. Probably a jumper from me now. Nothing to do with ST whatsoever. So there you go. Maybe I'll do a video talking about piracy a bit. I don't know, I've got a lot more to say about that. Just whether you want to hear it or not. That's another well packaged one by the looks of it. It's nice to see. Packing paper surrounding heavy duty bubble wrap. You get a little hint of what it is there. Now this is an interesting one for me. It's not a game that I have played lots and lots. This is one that... How do I get into this? This is one that I came into contact with through a demo. I think it was on Zero magazine on a cover disc. And I played it on there. It's not the kind of game I would normally go for, but you know, if it's on a demo disc and it's free, you have a crack, don't you? I actually really enjoyed it. So there you go. That's one of only two flight simulation games I've ever enjoyed. This is called Thunderhawk AH-73M. I'm guessing that's a real helicopter, as you can see at the bottom there. It's a bit. This is a bit squashed, this one, but not too bad. Other than that, the conditions fairly decent. I did get this for a very good price. There's the back. As you can see, it looks pretty much like your standard flight sim, but it's a helicopter game. And it was just fun. It was just fun. That was what was cool about it. Straight into the action, and you know, shooting down jets with a helicopter is always satisfying. So let's recap. What have we got? Thunderhawk, SimCity, Crazy Cars 2, Plutos, Populous The Promised Lands expansion, Defender 2, and Super Sprint. Oh, I'm really chuffed about that Super Sprint. That's awesome. And the SimCity. Two of my favourite Atari ST games there to add to my core collection. Right, before you go, I just want to show you one more thing. If I skip out of this, Escape from the Planet of Robot Monsters there, in case you didn't know. And I want to show you this right here. So this is Maximum RD's Classic Gaming and Computing Facebook group. So if you are on Facebook and you're into retro gaming and computing, you need to check this out. I'll just read you what Rob, the owner of the group, has put here. So he's asking for a favour and a request, and he wants me to share this with you, which I'm doing right now. So what does it say? This group rocks. I believe a big part of that is because, being my first group and the theme being an extension of my channel, the goal was to bring together on Facebook lovers of classic gaming and computing, as well as modern, in brackets, to share ideas, discussions and our hobby in general. As you all know from the start, I've never allowed adding people. So I think what he means by that is that because I'm a member, I can't add other members. It kind of has to be through him. But what he says next is, but instead leave it to people to personally request to join of their own free will. I truly believe this has had the effect of building a great group with awesome participating members. And he's spot on there. It's a nice little group, loads of friendly people all contributing, lots of YouTubers. So if I may ask all of you to please consider in a future video, post, comment anywhere outside this group if you would give this Facebook group a shout out and hearty recommendation to your subscribers. So that's what I'm doing. If you're into classic gaming and computing and you want to find somewhere online to meet with other like-minded people, then this is a great place to do it. Rob is a great bloke. Ever since I first started doing YouTube, he's been really supportive. So I'm more than happy to point you in his direction. And there's lots of other really great guys on there too. So there you go. So you need to go here. And what I'll do is I'll put a link in the description below, so you can click on that. And what does it say? How do we join? Simply tell them to check it out and join up. So I'm guessing you visit the link and then it asks you if you want to join. I don't know how that works. But there you go. So yeah, definitely do that if you want to join the conversation, because there's lots of cool content being added on there on a daily basis. It's really active. Rob posts loads, and there's loads from other people as well. I put my videos up on there, and it's great. It's really good. I highly recommend you do that. So anyway, I think we'll leave it there. More than happy with that haul. The wife probably isn't, but what she doesn't know doesn't kill her, eh? So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Do take care and be sure to join in future. It's alright.